Hello, my name is Megan O'Mara and welcome to my little YouTube channel. The first video that I am going to be making today is going to be on the art of gua shaing. I'm going to have two more videos to follow that are just about really popular topics that we're seeing in the health and wellness culture, but I did want to start with gua shaing as it's my favorite thing that I do for myself every single day. Okay, to provide some history on the Gua Shua, it originated during the Ming Dynasty, which was about 382 years ago. It's used in traditional medicine to heal various ailments or chronic illnesses. Practitioners believed that by scraping the skin, they could remove stagnant blood flow or energy or qi. This technique it spread throughout Asia, but it has evolved into various different cultures and practices as it's believed to be a natural healer. I did want to touch on what qi is and why it's important to this practice. Qi is a fundamental concept within Asian cultures. It originated from a Chinese philosophy and it translates to breathe or air or vapor, but basically it is believed to represent the underlying energy that flows through all living things. It's said to flow through the universe and especially the human body. So they believe that by scraping the skin, you're getting your qi moving in a way that it hadn't been prior. Okay, these are the different types of gua shuas. This is just going over different materials. They also come in different shapes. However, this is a traditional shape. Usually in Asian cultures, they use a jade gua sha. Jade is said to have a balance and healing energy, and it's said to clear energy channels throughout the body and to naturally balance the body's yin and yang. It's also naturally cool. However, I enjoy using a stainless steel gua sha, like this one that I showed earlier. I have tried them all, and I find that this one, because it's stainless steel, it's antibacterial and therefore is the best for acne-prone skin. I also do my gua shaing in the shower. Traditionally, you do it out of the shower with a serum that works as a lubricant so you can glide across your face. I'd also like to note that depending on the material that you have, the heavier the gua sha gets. So the stainless steel is one of the heaviest gua shas that you can get. So you want to make sure that while you're doing your draining, it's a very, very light motions because we're not punishing our face as much as we're just very lightly creating channels for that blood and lymphatic fluid to drain. I did want to provide a scientific diagram of all of the different nodes that are within the face, neck, and chest, so you can see the reasons about why we hit the spaces on the face that we do and where you're going to be wanting to focus your drainage on. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys how I gua sha. Like I said, I do this in the shower, but you can use the same technique out of the shower with a serum. The first thing that I do is I go down the back of my neck. A lot of us hold a lot of tension in our jaw, and the muscles back here get really tight. So sometimes there'll be stagnant blood and lymphatic fluid that you just want to start by getting out. This feels amazing when the hot water is on the back of your neck. You can really start to feel things drain. Also, if you do this out of the shower, feel free to put this in ice prior. The next thing that you're going to want to do is open up these lymph nodes. These are your main lymphatic ducts, as you saw in the diagram. So you're going to hit these, and then each movement that you do, you're going to want to do it 10 times. For the purpose of this video, I'm just going to show you each movement once, but make sure you hit 10 repetitions of each. So after you have your big lymphatic muscles warmed up, the back of your neck, and then your chest right here, you're going to begin on the neck. Each motion that you do, you're going to want to go down the jaw, like so, because that's where you get your drainage. These are also lymph nodes, so going over those a couple of times definitely does not hurt. So after I get my jaw and my neck ready, I'm going to start from the top of my face and work down. These are your nasal cavities that hold also a lot of tension if you're stressed, so I will do those first, applying actually a good amount of pressure on these, and then swiping the fluid down the face. They also make gua shas like this that I use out of the shower. This is a heated vibrating gua sha that I'm going to continue the massages with. So after you've gotten that cavity clear of fluid, you're going to go over the eyes. I tend to hold a lot of fluid up there. Each person's different. Again, each movement going back down the face, and don't be afraid to warm those lymphatic muscles or nodes back up. Okay, so once this is clear, your eyes have less fluid on them. We're going to focus on this part of the face. I will just do a cheekbone first going down, and then after that, the bottom face and the chin. And like I said, you'll do each of these 10 times on both sides of your face, and that is a general overview of what gua shaing looks like. Okay, thanks for sticking with me through the brief overview of how to gua sha, but now let's talk about the aftercare. After any sort of lymphatic drainage, you're going to want to drink a lot of water because that will dilute the lymphatic fluid and make it easier for your nodes to drain. Also, when it comes to diet, hydration. So water-dense food like a cucumber or a watermelon. or anti-inflammatory options, which are just leafy greens, berries, lean proteins. For fruits and vegetables, you are going to want to stick to red fruits and vegetables because those carry a lot of antioxidants that will help the. Okay, thank you for watching that video on the art of gua shuaing. Head over to my next video, which will be on the art of feng shui, particularly how it applies to college students.